So I want to real quick just introduce you to the channel. Myself, United States Navy, currently deployed. Coming up, you'll see a lot of running content because I do have, depending on how much training I can get done in my deployment, I'll either be doing the 50 or 100 McDowell Mountain Frenzy up in Arizona. So that'll probably be fitness, nutrition, and then some military stuff mixed in there. Unfortunately, on deployment, I don't have my own real space. I have like a little container, but I have roommates that I don't want to bug. And also I have a pretty busy schedule. I'm lugging around this vest all day. The training might not be up to par with what I need it to be to do the 100. So we'll see where that goes, but we will track it. Your baseline in defending yourself and defending others. If you can't run a mile and people can't drag you off the battlefield, you are not an asset, you are an impairment. There's a reason that every profession that carries a firearm has a fitness requirement test for you to even start out. That will be preached probably #1 on this channel. Gear always comes secondary. You can always buy new gear. You can always get gear that fits better. You can always adjust it. You can always add, take away, etc., etc. Your body, your mind takes a little more training to develop. All right, so a little bit about myself. Currently deployed. Here's a little validation photo for you. Nowadays, it seems like if you were a Navy SEAL, you don't know what I'm talking about. I am actually Logistics Specialist Reserve. Don't ask how I ended up here doing what I'm doing. So jumping into the setup for the plate carrier. I wanted to make a video on it because I see a lot of people recommending these things that just don't make sense for your average civilian. For example, the video that I watched was Grand Thumb, and he mentioned in the video that he's a comms guy, and he has a comms guy setup. So the setup he has is going to be virtually useless in the civilian world in any type of case like Ukraine's going through right now. In that kind of situation, you want heavy medical, heavy ammo, and heavy plates. So side plates in. I personally will choose to have at least 4 tourniquets on me at one time. With that, I will carry at least 6 magazines of ammo. And like I said, beyond that, it's personal preference. I will see people's equipment loadout range from nothing to tool heavy to lethal heavy, etc., etc. So it's really about how you want to set up, and I think the best way to set up your vest is to start with a base, go train in that vest, and work from there. For example, the first time I did training in my vest, I noticed that everything was a little uncomfortable, so I had to adjust the fitting. Then I noticed I was double stacked up front, and it was really bulky, and when I went prone, I couldn't get in a comfortable position, and I had to adjust. So it's really all about how it fits you, but I'm going to run through with you guys my vest setup right now. So I hope you guys can see the entire vest. I guess we'll just start from the ground up. So starting in the middle, 2 magazine pouches. These are double stack pouches, like I mentioned before. A lot of people run 4. I run 2. If I go prone, I kind of got a big belly. I'm a bigger dude, 5'10", 210. So going prone on 4 magazines doesn't really work out for me. Moving to the side, more magazine pouches for M9. Pretty standard there, just off to the side, easily accessible. Going further out, side plates. Again, it's all situation. If you know you're going to be running around or hiking miles on end, you might want to have them out in your rucksack and put them in if need be, or when you're getting to the objective. On the right side here, like I mentioned before, medical, 2 tourniquets. I'll have at least 4, 1 for every limb is what our training told us to do, so I'll follow them because they know what they're talking about. So 2 here, and then 1 in each shoulder pocket. After that is the handy dandy flashlight. When it's on, this secures it well. I actually don't use the flashlight patch. I think it's a little unnecessary, a little more bulky. This is very nicely secured right where it is. Yes, I know this is supposed to be upside down. Like I said, you adjust your gear how you want it. I couldn't fit it here upside down, and it's a little easier for me as a righty to pull it out like that. And if I need to use the glass breaker, just adjust the grip. It's as simple as that. This is a fairly simple tool from Gerber, glass breaker, and then shirt or seatbelt, whatever you got to cut. All right, moving to the right, basic Gerber multi-tool. Everyone's got to have one. If you don't have one, you're going to find yourself needing one at some point. You can almost guarantee. Like I said, set it up however you want, but I probably use this, the flashlight, and the knife more than anything in my loadout. All right, moving to the other side, a clip. I'll normally have 6 of these on my vest at any given time. Gloves, helmet, random shit. If I need to secure myself to a rope or anything like that, these clips are lifesavers. Now moving on to what I think is the most important part of your vest setup, and that is a really cool patch. If you don't have a really cool patch, you're not part of the team, what are you even fucking doing out there? Flipping the vest around, I only have one thing on the back of my vest, and you can probably guess what that is. It's a full med bag. I have tested, ran through, trained with this med bag. Has everything you need, and it's secured to my rear. If you guys have never been through any type of military training, the person giving the medical treatment is going to use the equipment the person they're treating has on them. So I keep a full med bag, and like I said, 4 tourniquets most of the time. If I have a ruck on, I'm gonna throw 2 more in there, so there's 6. The gloves I use are the Fast Fits. Little modification, nothing too big, it's pretty common. Thumb and pointer finger on my trigger finger, and for the safety are cut out. Pretty much anyone LARPing or military is going to be wearing the same padded mechanics camo gloves, so you guys can probably figure out which ones those are. So thank you, and let me know what you think of the video.